We're now joined by Shawn VanDiver, president of Afghan Evac, an organization that works to resettle people from Afghanistan. Good morning, and thank you so much for joining us.
Good morning. Thank you so much for having me today.
I have to believe this was troubling when you heard about this. What were your first thoughts?
Well, my first thoughts were with the National Guardsmen who were shot. My heart goes out to the family of the Guardsman who lost her life, and the one still clinging to life. We hope that he makes a full recovery, and we hope that the shooter is held to full account. Of course, when I heard it was an Afghan, I thought that this was going to be a rough time for our Afghan allies. I thought that the president and the vice president and the FBI directors and others might try to use this as a political cudgel to do things that they were already planning to do. And that's exactly what we saw. We saw President Trump come out and announce actions that they had taken the week before and in the months before, as though they were new and in response to this, when in fact they were not new. They had always been working to ratchet down the pathways to the American dream that had been promised to our wartime allies.
And Shawn, the reason I ask you that question is because I am familiar with other organizations that have worked with Afghan in the resettlement efforts and how funding had been cut for a while, and that there have been those who have been using other resources to just try to help these families find a way to make it here in the United States. This has to be just another blow to the organization and the work that you all are trying to do.
You know, it is. On January 20th, before President Trump took office, we had 5,000 Afghans a month leaving Kabul, going to a third country, processing through the safest, most secure immigration pathway our country's ever seen, called Enduring Welcome. On January 20th in the evening, President Trump signed executive orders that shut that all down. And that was the beginning of a slow downward slide, or a rapid downward slide for Afghan Evac and lots of other organizations. Now, we've never taken any government funding. We depend on funding from viewers, from your viewers and others around the country who care deeply about this. And folks can go to afghanevac.org/donate to support our work. But so many organizations across this country are in dire straits now because the work that we're doing to help our Afghan allies had been made exponentially harder by the Trump administration on day one and every day since. And the truth is, it's a stain upon our national honor the way that we've treated our wartime allies. And we can't let the actions of one deranged individual totally vilify an entire population.
That was my next question, Shawn, what you may know about Ramanullah Lakhanwal, because this act does indeed, as we can agree, stains the organization, or it allows others to harp criticism on the work that your organization does. And the work is important. Why, Shawn? I've talked about this before with other groups, simply because we made a promise to those who helped us when we were in Afghanistan, correct?
Absolutely. It's one of our most sacred promises is when a veteran or when a service member or a diplomat goes downrange and makes a promise on behalf of the United States. Now, Afghan Evac never interacted with this guy. In fact, it sounds like he was brought over by the CIA. It sounds like he had only interactions with government. It sounds like he came over during the chaos of August of 2021, was admitted in September on parole, a temporary status. He would have been vetted before that during his entire time here. Then he would have been vetted again when he applied for a special immigrant visa. For whatever reason, he never adjusted status once that was approved. And then the Trump administration would have vetted him when President Trump approved his asylum on April 2025. Now, we are very confused about how, if he vetted clear all through that, how he wasn't caught once he radicalized, or, you know, we're looking for answers there. But what I do know is that President Trump and Doge and Elon Musk defunded all of these programs meant to keep our country safe from within, from lone wolf attacks, from domestic threats, and they reallocated a bunch of resources towards immigration stunts at Home Depot and picking up grandma at immigration court and snatching teachers from classrooms. I think if we could reallocate our resources back to the important programs that keep our country safe, we would find better outcomes for our nation.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.